Hi guys, welcome to Aaron's War History. Today I'd like to do a little video on a WW1 German Flechette. This particular Flechette, or aerial dart, was found on the Somme, and we always say in the collecting world that you buy the item and never the story. But this particular one, we can be sure it's come from the Somme, as it's come from a reliable source. It's come from the John Bailey collection. John's done a few good books, and this is one in particular, British Rifle Grenades of the Great War. It's a very good read, and yeah, suggest have a copy. I'll do a review at some point. Anyway, let's get to the main essence of the video. So, what is a flechette, or an aerial dart? It's basically a piece of steel with some fins, with a point, and it will be dropped by air and glide through the air. And the aim is to puncture a skull or a body. Invented by the Italians in 1911-1912, but the French were first to use them in World War I in 1914. This was quickly followed by the British and the Germans, but the British found them to be very ineffective, as they basically had to score a direct hit to be effective. We also did try using them on Zeppelins. We would drop them from planes that were above the Zeppelins, but this didn't prove to be very effective either. It just had the same effect as a 303. It would put a hole into them, but wouldn't bring the Zeppelin down. So you needed the incendiary weapons to bring a Zeppelin down, and that's what we stuck to. There's quite a few different varieties of these. There's this one, and there's ones at the National Army Zoo Museum that's got feathers. There's ones that are full here, for example, and they've got more flaredness. There's just many different designs. The Germans, when they first adopted the idea from the French, shall we say, they actually inscribed Invention Française Fabrication Allemande. Sorry for my pronunciation there, but that basically means French invention, German made. And those particular flechettes were sought after. The soldiers wanted to find them. So yeah, I've never seen one myself, but I can imagine they're quite a special piece. They were dropped from aeroplanes or airships in canisters, anything from up to 20 to 250 darts. There is also one particular story of a Frenchman who's reportedly to have dropped 18,000 darts over the German lines. I've always wondered, with the lack of accuracy, how many would have actually been wastage of war materials. But nevertheless, you've got to think of it as a terror weapon with multiple thousands of those flying through the air. It's got to be rather daunting, especially when helmets didn't go on widespread till 1916, and early beginnings we started to see them at 1915, but on widespread more 1916. So you could just imagine if you're bare head or with a Fieldmutz with the Germans, it'd be quite intimidating. Like I say, they were primarily used early on in the war, but there's also a report to them being used in 1917 as well, January, so right at the beginning of 1917. But then later on through the years, we found them being used in artillery form in Vietnam by the Americans. It was nicknamed the Beehive, as that was the sound it made. And then now, in the current world, they're being used by both sides in the Ukrainian war in artillery form. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. It certainly shows how primitive airdrop weaponry was, and it's certainly come a long way. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you'll comment, like and subscribe, and yeah, see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.